Hi viewers, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica Duncan for those that are new here. I am doing a year in the life of being pregnant as a first-time mom. So if you're interested in videos like that, please hit subscribe because that's what the videos are going to be about. Today's video specifically will be about nursery organization. So last video that I posted was a nursery tour. So it's just like a general tour of the room and how I styled it. But today's video is more specifically about organization, especially more specifically closet organization. When you have a small room, you need to use as much of the space that you have available and make it very efficient. I didn't want to have her things, my baby's things, in other rooms besides like certain furniture pieces that I needed to have in the kitchen, things like that. But in terms of like diaper storage and bottles, and not bottles actually, bottles are going to be in the kitchen, never mind that. But her clothing, everything, wipes, I wanted everything to be stored in one room. I didn't want to have to go back and forth. I wanted everything to be in here, especially that our place is small. There isn't a lot of closet space in other rooms, so there's not really much place where I could have put it. So I'm just going to teach you some tips and tricks and where I got my organization stuff from. So if you're interested in watching that, watch this video. Also at the end of the video, as I promised last video, will be the ultrasound that I had. It was very hard at the hospital to film with COVID going on, because in the room, like between changing, taking off your jacket and putting the sheet on the table, it was really hard to film. So I didn't unfortunately get much in terms of footage for that, but at the end I will show a little bit of some clips and pictures of last ultrasound like I promised. So before I get into the nursery organization, I just want to tell you about how I'm feeling at this stage. So currently, as of yesterday, I'm 34 weeks pregnant, and I feel honestly like a big change in my energy. I feel very sleepy, very fatigued, and I'm in a lot more pain than usual. And what I mean by pain is I think a lot of ligaments and joints are being stretched right now. So like my ribs are very sore, and I feel like almost like somebody's pulling like the muscles underneath my skin, and my back is hurting, and I'm having more trouble sleeping too. So I think that's why I feel very tired. So currently at that stage, I'm not sure if that's well, I read a lot about it actually. They say it's normal, but if any of you that are watching this video are pregnant and around the same time as me, please write your comments and let me know how you're feeling. If you have any other symptoms, because I know there's so much more that can happen. It could be a lot worse, but I just want to let you know how I'm feeling right now at 34 weeks pregnant. So part of organizing this whole room, I think my favorite part was buying like the decorative baskets and like storage containers, things like that. The thing is, they can get very expensive, so you can buy like wicker ones, wicker baskets, you can buy metal, you can buy cardboard, all vary in prices depending on where you go. So what I did in terms of shopping is I went to the dollar store first, because obviously the dollar store is a lot cheaper. Right now you can't go buy baskets, so I would suggest if you're doing a nursery right now, order online. But check like Amazon and Walmart before checking like Crate and Barrel and companies like that, because it can get very expensive. I mean, if you're doing baskets that are more in the room and obvious, like that they're showing, like you walk in and you see a laundry basket, it's like right in your face, you don't want to get something that looks like it's gonna fall apart or it's not part of the decor. Like that's where I would spend my money on. But in terms of inside the closet where people can't see and you need storage baskets or things to organize, you don't need to go crazy fancy, especially if you spend like $50 on a little basket and nobody can see it anyways, and you're not going to see it like constantly. I don't think it's worth the money to spend. So for that, I would buy like either from the dollar store, like I said, or from Walmart, or depending on where you are, Target, places like that. I would search for it first. Okay, so going on some of the items that I bought for inside the closet. to store things. I bought this basket here. Probably some of you recognize if you live in Montreal and went to the dollar store before. It's like a metal basket. It's pretty big. This is where I put like all the nursing, what you call it, the nursing pads, you know, if you leak. Anyway, so I stored those in here. This basket at the dollar store was $4, so I thought that was reasonable. It was rose gold and it was different. It's almost like a Wizard of Oz, Dorothy kind of basket. This was from the dollar store. I think this was like $3, but I thought it was great to put like the extra crib sheets inside. I have 3 for the crib, 1 extra for the bassinet, and then 1 extra for the changing pad, so they're all able to fit. So I thought that was a great size to have. On Amazon on sale, I think it was like $14. So what I use this for is to put like all extra like toys that she'll be using at the beginning. Actually, I don't know at the beginning if she'll be using these kind of things, but just to put the toys, puppets, toys, puppets, nursing bras, some like nursing pads, reusable nursing pads. These are really cool, actually. I find these are neat. These are for pacifiers. If you want to like go somewhere and pack a couple, but you don't want to just like throw them in your bag, you can individually seal them like this and then just throw them in your bag. So anyways, that's just a little side note. So basically this acts as extra storage in the closet. So I thought that was great to get. Because I only have 1 closet dedicated to her, because in this room, as you can see from probably the other video, there's 2 closets. So originally I had 1 and my husband had this one. So he had 2 closets. He had 1 in the bedroom and 1 here. So what I did is took all of his stuff and joined his 2 closets together. Now you're like probably like, where did all this stuff fit in? Because it was a small closet like this. It's a small closet like that. I went through all of his stuff. I spoke to him, went through everything to see what he didn't want. And actually a lot of stuff he didn't use or was things that could go in the basement, like sports things, or extra shoes, which I could have just put in the front entrance. So that was taking up a lot of space. So we dedicated this closet just for her only. And my stuff is still in there. I did have to put some extra stuff in there. It's a little bit tight, but I did get rid of some shoes, so it's not as bad, but it's tighter than I would want it to be. I don't know if you can see that light went on. I don't know if you can tell, but anyways, there's a sensor light that we installed here because at night, if you come in this room and you open the closet, it's like pitch black. You can't see anything, and if the baby's sleeping in the crib and we need to get something out of this closet, I really don't want to wake her up by having to completely open the light and brighten the room just to go reach something. We did install dimmer lights though, so it's not as bad, but if you're having a dimmer light generally in the room and you're trying to reach something up there and you're trying to see the size of the diapers, I mean, for $15 we bought at Reno Depot a sensor light so we can kind of see what's going on in here when we need to enter the room. Anyways, so this closet at first, okay, had literally this shelf here and this shelf here with the rod that went across. Okay, so that's what it originally had. Say like those 2 shelves with that rod should be enough. You can just store like baskets at the bottom, but then you have all of this like wasted section here. So I didn't like that because her clothes are not long. If her clothes were long and reached all the way to the bottom, then I'd be like, okay, you can't add anything. But I was like, I need a couple extra shelves. I need a drawer or something. So what we did is we went to Ikea. Ikea is completely great for these kind of things. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to put a picture right now of what we bought. That's a system that I just posted a picture of. It's from Ikea. You could buy As you can see from like the rods, you can join more shelves, you can join more baskets. I believe you can even join like a shoe shelf, a shoe shelf as well. I don't know, that sounds weird to say, but in terms of our measurements, this is how much space we had. We had enough for this shelf and this shelf, because underneath we wanted to put like these 2 baskets. So we're like, okay, that's decent. We need 3 shelves. That should be fine. So I got this first shelf to put things that we need like high accessibility to, like that were small and you didn't want to have to like reach in far. So like to put her like socks and everything, like I showed you before, like the muslins. This drawer here comes out. This is where I put like her swaddles. All are here, swaddles and pants that don't have like a matching top, so just like pants like these. So that's where I put that kind of stuff. Then the third shelf here, yes, you can see it. All right, so the third shelf here is just like some baskets. I got her a pair of shoes that obviously she's not going to fit in right away, but I was at Winners, and you know how Winners is, they have a lot of cute stuff for good prices. So I bought her these like little Keds. I love Keds, so I was like, oh, you know what, I actually get these for myself, but I was like, I'll get her like a little pair. So I got these for when she's older. These are like the only pair of shoes that I actually bought, because I hear that newborns don't really wear shoes. Yeah, so then I just decorated like with a puppet and like I got this Kate Spade. This is where I spend my money on. I don't spend my money on like storage baskets inside, but I spend my money on things like this. This Kate Spade like lunchbox, like a thermal lunchbox, and I thought it would be good to put like her baby bottles if I'm going somewhere and need to transport it. I was like, it's a little cute cold cooler that you can like kind of hold. Okay, and then with the baskets underneath, so this one, it's pretty empty. It just has like the Graco play yard, like I put things like this inside, you know, the Graco play yard, like bag to hold the play yard. So it's just, that's what that kind of wooden basket is for. This one I got at the dollar store. No, this I actually didn't get at the dollar store. This I got at Ikea, but this is going to be holding all of her extra stuff. So what I mean by extra is like the rain jacket for the stroller, and to hold, like right now I don't have it in here because it is winter and I'm getting prepped up. So like all her winter carriage accessories. So all these clothes here are winter jackets that she'll need as a newborn, and all the clothes she'll be using. So all of these right here, because you're like, oh, maybe that's like not a lot of clothes, you know, when the baby's 6 months, 7 months, a year. What I did for that stuff, I did say that I want to store everything in this room, but I meant things that I needed like right away. In terms of clothing, I have some clothes that were given to me for like 7 months, a year, year and a half. Those I sealed in like a vacuum sealed bag, and I stored them in one of the rooms. I have like this extra like opening in a closet, so I had a lot of space there. It was empty, so I put all of that stuff there, and everything that's here is 0 to 3 months, because honestly I think I'm just gonna rotate, and that way I can like keep track of what she doesn't need, and I don't have to have like tons of extra clothes, build extra shelves. It's neat, it's clean. It looks like I don't have a lot, but honestly, from what I've been reading, you don't need a lot for the beginning. A lot of them, they just wear like these onesie sleepers, and that's like about it. And I was like, okay, I think I got enough clothes. If you want me to write a list, I can actually attach a list of what I bought, like in terms of how many bodysuits, how many sleep sacks I bought, how many onesies, how many snowsuits. So if you're interested in that, I just want a list, because honestly I looked at so many different sites, there was so many different lists, And then I live in Montreal, so the weather's different than other places. So they're saying they don't mention anything about any winter clothes or anything like that. And I'm like, okay, well, she needs something to wear if we're going outside or going for a walk. So if you would like my list, just let me know in the comments below, and I will honestly be more than happy to write you a list. And obviously every baby is different, so I might have to change this, you might have to change the list. Okay, so up here, this is where I put like her diapers. So as you can see, those are the extra diapers, extra wipes, extra like things that's, I don't know, miscellaneous. I have like her blankets here. These bins here are from Ikea. I don't know if you recognize them. So these are from Ikea. And these are great for storing like documents, papers. So I have two of them. So one, I put all the manuals for like the items, like for the bottle sterilizer, for the crib, the instructions how to install it. So that's where all of that one goes. This one will be like all her medical like documents, vaccine booklets, anything pertaining to her that's in paper form, like birth certificate. I want to have it in this closet because my husband and I have a separate one, and honestly that one's more of a mess. I want this one to be clean and accessible, and I don't think she'll have too much, hopefully. So I thought this little bin would be like perfect for the beginning. Okay, so that's it for the organization of the closet. Hi, Penelope. Hi. So that's it for the organization of the closet. She wants to come and say hi. Yeah, okay. Okay, now Charlie's coming too. I'll do a little pause here. We're going to go on to maybe another space in the house. So that's it for the closet organization. Last video I showed a lot in the tour of the organization around the room, like my Ikea cart, the utility cart. The only other place in the house that I did like, actually there's two other places, is in my bedroom, in our bedroom, and in the kitchen. I organized a bottle area so I could sterilize the bottles, the pacifiers, and store them. As well as like a place to log everything in terms of like number of feedings, number of diaper changes, just for the beginning. And in the bedroom I organized like her bassinet, and I organized like a little place on top of one of the dressers just to have extra stuff, so at night if I have to change her or feed her, I don't have to go all the way to the nursery. I could just be in the bedroom doing that and not having to like actually leave the bedroom. So I am very excited about the bottle station, where I set up the pacifiers, the sterilizer, all of that. I will show that in another video. That was honestly like really fun to do. I did splurge a bit on the bin, so as I said before, when it comes to baskets and storage bins that people will see when they walk in the room, that's more where you want to spend your money. Inside the closet is more like you want it to work. You want the basket to be good. I don't like when you get like those cardboard flimsy ones, and sometimes they open up and bend if you have too much stuff in it. I got like the metal ones, as you could see. But I did get, I don't know, probably a lot of you in 2020 have watched the show The Home Edit on Netflix. So I got obsessed with their bins. So what I did is for the bottles and pacifiers, like all the storage bins are from The Home Edit. So that's it for the closet organization for today's video. I'm going to move on to the ultrasound day, where I'm going to show you some photos and some clips as promised. So stay tuned. Come here. So what are we most excited about today? Seeing her big on the ultrasound?
Just that everything's okay and all good.
Yeah.
And on schedule.
I'm excited. How long do you think we have to wait?
All those people right there before us.
Yeah. I think they were on break though. No?
Uh-huh.
I think they were on break because I just see a bunch of people coming back.